is the battle that takes place in Bhagavad Gita itself. In the most challenging, most demanding moment, most stressful, you may not survive the next 5 minutes. In that moment, satsang took place on that battlefield. Krishna didn't say, look, it's a bit stressful right now. If we survive, we'll find a night, we go to Goa. And we'll chill out, I'd give you a nice satsang. You know, right in the most fierce and demanding moment, satsang took place. This is your satsang. So these thoughts come. You start to see the attachments. We said, no, at the beginning of this period, it is not that it's difficult to point your mind, to dip your face into pure seeing. It's not difficult. What is experienced to be difficult is to be willing to let go of your attachments. Be willing to let go of the attachments, because they will show up. They are there anyway. It's not that they go on holiday. They are there, but they start to swell in these moments, become deeply significant. And you are not saying no to love. Attachment different. Attachment is what your feeling of need. I need this to be more, to stay or to be what I am, to protect what I am. What I am itself is being looked at and seen, not what I am. It's what I believe myself to be, not what I am. What I am is looking at it. It's looking at what I'm not. Still something close up ranks a little bit. That somehow to allow full seeing to take place is going to be painful. No, it is not going to be painful. Painful only if you're clutching, only if you doubt. And the whole of existence, life itself, is supporting your discovery of who you are. And on the other team, some things appear to be directly in opposition to the possibility of you discovering the fullness of who you are. Habit, tendencies, education, conditioning, attachments, desire, projections, all of these things. Is the battle that takes place in Bhagavad Gita itself. Here on the battlefield itself, isn't it?
Yes.
And you don't wait until these two armies are facing each other. Lord Krishna is the charioteer on one with Arjuna, and on the other side is another army. But Arjuna is about to fight a war against people who he's grown up with, and he's familiar with them. He knows them. They are my friends, they are my uncles, the people I've grown up with. And he's saying to Krishna, but what's the point of such a victory, to slay people who I respect? And Krishna is saying, but this is not the battle. Your sentiment is premature. It's not this. Your higher thinking must be to listen to what I'm saying, he says. So there are different ways of looking at this, but the point is, can you imagine a more stressed moment? Two armies about to go into battle, and we're not talking about pressing bombs here where you don't see. We're talking about, okay, not going to be a pretty sight.
Yes.
You can imagine the amount of testosterone flying about in this moment. They're ready, and they are waiting to hit it off. And right in this moment, perhaps the most stressful moment any human being can come, what happened? Arjuna had satsang with Lord Krishna.
Yes.
Can you imagine this thing?
Yes. Yes.
In the most challenging, most demanding moment, most stressful, you may not survive the next 5 minutes. In that moment, satsang took place on that battlefield. Krishna didn't say, look, it's a bit stressful right now. If we survive, we'll find a night, we go to Goa. And we'll chill out, I'd give you a nice satsang. You know, right in the most fierce and demanding moment, satsang took place. This is your satsang.
And the first person he looked at that was to slay was his teacher. Was the teacher.
You are very welcome to slay me.
I think that's what's happening.
Because no one can slay the teacher. No one can slay that. Satguru alone, within your own being, is the only real there is. The teacher, if it's true, only reminds you of the appointment you have within your own being.
Yes.
This is what it means, isn't it?
Yes.
Attachment is to see anything other than that truth. Sri Nisargadatta Maharaj, a contemporary master, you know, they say one of the most profound non-dual masters, lit incense in the presence of his own master every day. How can he slay that which freed him? So, wrong understanding. First, you understand that which reminds you of what you are. Who slays your attachment? Who helps you to slay your own attachment? And this is a difference, you see. First, you forget everything about gaining and losing. Everything you can let go. Everything. The idea you have of yourself. Let go master and disciple also. Let go scriptures even. Let go aspirations. Let go even enlightenment if it stands in the way. So only yourself is left. Then let go everything to do with your own self-description, your own idea, your own identity. Can you let go like this? And what remain? Remain as what remain by itself. Only effortlessness will remain. And there is no arrogance in that. There's no fear in this. And then your true eyes will open. And then you see if there's anything to slay, anything to keep, anything to gain, anything to transcend. Then you see. You don't create battles where none need to be fought. Pure understanding takes care of everything. In Ribugita it says, all this I am. I am the all-inclusive being. Now with the perfect understanding, I do not have to create wars with any aspect of myself. Just some aspects of myself is a reflection of my limitation. They're limited. They're transient. Maybe you can say they're transient expressions of the real. You may say this. This is what arises in perfect understanding.
And there's nothing that I have to do to get that.
Well, you have to keep finding out what says I. Find out what says I. And whether this I is local or universal. Find out if this I is personal or universal. When this I has a story, it is local. It is only mind. It's past. It's dreamed. When the intuition I arises, which it will do because the body is here, vital force is here, the sense I is here. When that I itself functions only as pure perceiving, perceiving without even any vested interest, pure perceiving. That intuition itself is the earliest and purest reflection of the Absolute in expression. This is what it is. You will know these things. I don't want to tell you anything that I'm asking you, learn, study. I don't trust it. More discover, and here you can discover. I'm pointing you to that which is no distance from you, actually. Maybe that's why it's not seen. Maybe that's why. It's not only why. Also why it is not known is because our attention is on something else. Our eyes is on time. It's on what is time bound, what is impermanent. We are chasing the wind. I was watching one program once on television. I do. It was about holiday. I like holiday programs. I don't know. Maybe there's a hint in there somehow. I don't know. But on one of these programs, there was one girl. She was traveling in West Indies. It was one of the Spice Girls, actually. Okay, I think it was Baby Spice. I don't know. For those of you who know these things, I didn't know. But she was doing a feature in a holiday program, and she stops by, going through the market, craft market, looking, look at this, it's so beautiful, da, da, da. She came across one man who was carving, just carving like this, very fast. You see them also here, carving. And she stopped. She herself was a bit astonished at the speed that he was carving. Not even a drawing, not referring to anything, carving. So she stopped the camera. Let's take a look at this. Wow, look at that. She says, do you mind if I speak to you while you're working? He says, no, go ahead, sister. So he's carving away. And she says, it's amazing how you can carve like this. You're not looking at a photo. You're not looking at any drawing. You don't even stop. He didn't even look up to talk to her. She says, how you do like this? So he says, actually, I'm more a fisherman than carver. No? And I know this fish. He says, I know this fish. Because she's wondering how you can carve something like this is so amazing, such detail. He says, I'm a fisherman. I know this fish. All I'm doing is I'm removing what is not this fish. And this fish is coming and showing himself. And that struck some chord with me. This is what many of the yogis were. They remove what I'm not. Give up what I'm not. I don't have to find what I am, because what I am is here, is unveiled in rejecting what I am not. It's one of the excellent ways of seeing. Because presently there are many things we include to be what you are. But they're only what you do, what you perceive, what you think, what you imagine, what you dream. They are not original to you. They're not essential. Now a moment of seeing, I'm seeing what I am not for a moment. And in the seeing of what I'm not, what I am is revealing itself. And sometimes, without even remembering, what I'm not is falling away. I'm just finding it so. I'm finding that a certain way of thinking is just not present anymore. I did nothing to remove it. But somehow this way of thinking, these thoughts are not troubling anymore. They're not there anymore. And casually I'm finding out that these things, they don't belong to me. And deeper, something moves into silence, into space, into a spontaneous freedom, a natural joy.